In this video, I want to share with you the 2 parts to being more successful with women that I wish I knew when I first started this. And those 2 areas are your tactics and your self-worth. And I want to talk about the difference between the 2 and the importance of the 2 and how they relate to each other and how you could use them to be more successful and make your journey to attracting women much easier. Okay, so let's talk about my journey for a bit. So when I first started, I wanted the tactics, man. I wanted to know exactly what to say to women. And when I read the book, The Game, back in the day, I found out that guys could use lines and routines and pretty much say the same thing over and over to women and then attract them and whatever not. And when I heard this, I said, oh man, so all I have to do is memorize a script. I could be myself, but just memorize this script that will, be magic and just pick them up. Oh man, just sign me up. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll write them down, memorize them, and that's kind of it. And a lot of guys, when they come in for dating advice or they've read books like The Game and they've heard about pickup stuff and things like that, they just want the tactics, right? They just want to know what to say and what to do. And that's cool, right? Eventually I evolved the tactics to being more improvisational, and I don't really teach necessarily so much tactics anymore, but I teach skills. I teach guys how to be funnier, how to carry a conversation, how to be more comfortable talking about themselves and portraying themselves in a better way, and how to improvise cool, fun, and interesting conversation. So the tactics have turned over more into skill building that I teach, and that stuff is super, super important. Tactics is more so the outer game, right? And the things that you say or do, and that stuff is definitely important, okay? Guys who don't know what to say or what to do when it comes to talking with women, it definitely helps to have some of those tactics and build those skills so that you can portray yourself better. But the second area, which I've now found is definitely more important, and as you get further along in this, and even before you start, this area is super crucial, and that is your self-worth, okay? This is, if the other stuff is the outer game, then this is what we call the inner game. This is how you feel about yourself. This is your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-esteem, and really where your head is at in the whole thing. And I'll tell you what, if you have clean beliefs about yourself and about women, and you bring a better energy and you have more positivity, then the outer game and the tactics and the skills come much easier and much more naturally. So whether you're just starting out or even if you're more advanced, you want to definitely spend some time on the self-worth aspect. So how do you do that, right? The first would be to study and find out things that make you happy, trying to increase your overall level of happiness. There's a lot of great books out there. There's a lot of great studies on it. Some things that I do for my happiness are meditation, spending time being more social and being around people that I love, being grateful for what I have and what I've accomplished and what I've already done in my life. And a cool thing you could do is write down all the things that you're very proud of and all the things that you've accomplished and done, and start to define your self-worth based off of things that you can control and less so off of the reactions of other people. If you could learn to do that more often and treat yourself with more self-respect, okay? A big issue I see from guys a lot is they're their own worst enemy. They're too hard on themselves, they're too tough, and if you could show more compassion for yourself and you could be more gentle. I know guys don't like the word gentle, but if you could be more gentle with yourself rather than nailing hammering the nail over and over of motivation and other things on ourselves, then you will find that you're much more peaceful, you're much more centered, you give off a much better vibe and an accepting energy that women will gravitate towards, okay? Women don't want to be with a guy who hates himself, a guy who is miserable, right? Girls want to be around a guy who's fun, who's positive, who's happy, and makes them feel good about themselves as well. So what I want you to take from this video is definitely work on those outer skills. I have videos about the outer skills, what to say when you approach, things to talk about, and how to flirt and things like that. And those are great to know, but I don't want you to necessarily get caught up like I did in the beginning of this by spending so much time learning those tactics and those other things, and I really neglected how I felt about myself and my happiness. And it definitely caught up to me at a certain point. So I want you to come with a more well-rounded approach, which you can see from my videos here. I talk a lot about confidence and happiness and being an overall great self-loving person. And that's really my mission, right? I want to make guys really centered, really happy, great people to be around, and then teach them some skills to get what they want out of their dating life. So definitely don't neglect the self-worth aspect. Put some time into reading books about self-development, trying new things out and making yourself happier and having more peace of mind, because when you have that, the outer game and the stuff you say will come much easier. All right, so listen up. I have a special gift for you. I'm offering you a free discovery call one-on-one with me. What we're going to do in this call is create a crystal clear vision of your ideal dating life and the quality of women that you want to attract. We're also going to uncover hidden challenges and hang-ups that may be keeping you and sabotaging you from your success with women, and get you crystal clear, re-energized, and focused, and ready to take control of your dating life in 2018. Now, this call is application only, and I'll have a link in the description below, and it's absolutely free. It's free. But I do only have limited spots available, and I only work with people who qualify and are ready to make the changes necessary to take control of your dating life. Now, if you're ready to step outside the comfort zone and take advantage of this free session with me, then click the link below or go to the address at the bottom of the screen, and I'll get in touch with you soon.